draft annual report for release to County Council. I guess we should start with, while we can see one another, taking a roll call, and as you do, identify yourselves as being present. If you could also acknowledge that you have received the draft report. Okay, so we just start going around. Announce yourself as present and whether or not you received a report.
Tara White, present, and I've seen the report.
Great.
Claire Petersberger, present, and I just received the report and I'm reading it quickly.
Okay, thanks.
Pete Fitzpatrick, I'm present, and I have received the report and reviewed it.
Thank you.
Nigeria Rollingford, present. I received the report and reviewed it yesterday.
Great. And Ms. Dawn? Dawn, are you able to hear us? Appears that Dawn is unable to hear us.
I think she dropped off. She's probably trying to log back in.
Okay. Give her a moment. We're going to proceed. We do know that she was present. We trust that Dawn will get back on and advise whether or not she has received the report. We're going to just go ahead and open it up for those of you who have had an opportunity to read and review the report, for any comments you may have, any recommendations for edits or suggestions of changes. We open it up for that purpose right now. Why don't we go by district, if that might be easier, District 1.
I've reviewed it. I have no questions or objections or concerns.
Thank you so much. District 2. District 3. District 2 is me. I'm sorry.
District 2 is you.
I'm sorry. District 2 is me.
No.
District 3. Kara, did you speak up? You're muted. I know you're laughing at me, but
I'm not District 2. I'm not District 3. I'm at
I
large.
know you're not, but I thought maybe
Yeah.
you were saying something because your picture showed up.
No, I was just laughing with you. I was just agreeing with you, District 2. I was involved in that.
Okay.
I mean, I can speak if you want me to go
Sure.
now, but all right,
Sure.
yeah. I looked at it. Looks great. I have no comments or concerns.
Thank you, Kara. Appreciate
Of
that.
course.
District 4, or we'll just open it up for anyone who wants to comment.
Hi, it's Nigeria. I reviewed it yesterday. I think I mentioned it was yesterday. Looks good. I only had one edit to my bio, and that's it. I thought it was very thorough.
Thank
Good
you so
job.
much. Thank you. Give me your edit so we can make that correction, Nigeria.
Oh, I gave it to Lisa. It was
Oh, you
just
did? Okay,
in my
fine.
bio. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, sure. Thank you. Appreciate that. We'll try to reconnect with Dawn.
She just, excuse me, she just emailed. She's having technical difficulties. So I'm trying to help her out with getting
Okay,
back in.
great. Thank you so much.
Chairman Shields, this is Claire Petersberger. The only question I have is, will it be clear that in the last paragraph before the staffing update that the PAB didn't receive these complaints that Internal Affairs did? Or is it clear that we're not taking complaints until July 1st, 2023?
Well, if, right, I think it's clear that the complaints did go to Internal Affairs and not to us to first address that question. And to say that we are not taking complaints until July, could add that in if you think it needs clarification there. It did not say that. I mean, you're correct.
Okay, so the
It's
two
just
complaints,
reporting on what-
the two complaints that were received and forwarded to the general PAB account, it's clear that they went to a responding law enforcement agency.
Yeah. So do you want clarification as to who sent those to there or how did they get them? I'm not clear on what it is you were asking
Well,
for.
I guess what I guess I just want to make sure it's clear that we're not, I mean, that we're doing what we're allowed to do, but we're not really taking complaints until July 1st, 2023. Right?
Sure. So I think it'd be easy to add a statement to that effect to say that the PAB will begin receiving complaints effective July.
Yeah, that would be clearer to me.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Mhm.
Madam Chair, this is Sam. I just have a point of clarification on that comment. So technically, based on statute, July 1, 2022, the board's able to receive complaints. What you're referring to, Reverend Claire, is in terms of what you're able to review in terms of the investigatory file, and the outcome of complaints will be after July 2023. But to your point, I think providing some clarity on what you're responsible for receiving and then forwarding and what you're going to be reviewing we can clarify that.
I think that would be helpful for some of the people who joined our previous meetings.
Sure.
Sure. Thank you for that point.
And it looks like we have Dawn back on with us.
Hi, Dawn, you're muted.
Sorry, I was on my laptop and it wasn't working, so I moved to my phone and WebEx didn't cooperate to let me in. Sorry.
I understand WebEx has a mind of its own.
It does.
It does. So we were going through asking each one to comment on having read the report, if you have any comments, recommendations for changes or edits.
I did not have any recommendations and I did read it.
Okay, great. So with the two edits, one already having been provided by Nigeria on her bio, and the other requesting that Reverend Claire requested that we make an additional comment that would make it clear, that would clarify that this board would be responsible going forward with the July reporting that comes in, and we'll absolutely do that. So with that said, I would ask that if we would agree upon majority consent, that we would forward the report with that one edit having been made. Would that be agreeable to everyone? And a nod, or, okay, I see 3 nods.
Yes.
Thumbs up. Yes. Okay, great. So thank you all again for taking time to review the document, and thank you for your comments. Thank you for agreeing that we can go forward with it. So we'll be in compliance with our with the statute that we will have to report in prior to December 31st. Did have one final comment to make, just to remind everyone, if you do speak somewhere on behalf of the PAB or someone asks you to speak or ask questions, if you would let us know when that occurred, you know, at what forum it did. If you know ahead of time, if you would just send us a note that you're going to ahead of time, so we can include that data also in our reports in the future. Okay. With that, I think my last note was to wish everyone a happy new year. Stay safe and be well. And we'll be coming back again on January 23rd for our next meeting.
Real quick, before we close out, if we could, just for the record, can someone call for a vote to adopt the report with the identified edit so that we have an actual vote on the record?
Sure, I did have vote in my notes, but when I asked for it and got it, I guess I was excited and I overlooked it.
No, I totally understand. If someone could call a motion for the vote, that would be great. Thank you.
Understood. Okay. So would anyone like to,
So moved. This is Rev Claire.
Let's second it.
the second?
Second it, Pete. That's right.
Thank you. It's been
Wait.
properly moved and seconded that
We adopt the
we
report
adopt
with
the
one
annual
amendment.
report with the
With one
amendment for
amendment.
clarification. All in favor?
Aye.
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 All opposed? Having no opposition, the recommendation to adopt the report as amended has been voted in and agreed upon. And thank you all again so much for your cooperation and assistance. If everything else is in order, then again, I wish everyone a happy new year. Stay safe and stay well. And hopefully we'll again join together on our January 23rd meeting. Okay, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Everyone.
Take care, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.